Hello, YouTube. If you're not a Christian, you've probably been asked this question by Christians. And that question is, what if you're wrong? What if you're wrong? What if you die and all of a sudden you realize that there really is a God in heaven and that there really is a hell below? What if during this time you realize that you're going to go and you're going to burn in hell forever? And why are you going to burn in hell forever? By simply not believing that there is a God. Now, to me, this does not make any sense. Someone asked Richard Dawkins this question. What if you're wrong? What if there really is a God? And he basically answered the question like this. What if you're wrong? You could have been born in any time in history, in any place on this planet. You could have been born in ancient Greece, where people worship the god of Zeus. You could have been born at a time where people worship Thor and Wotan. You could have been born somewhere in India and been worshiping Vishnu or Shiva or any of those other gods. What if you're wrong? What if all these other gods exist and you're wrong? It is by pure chance that a lot of us were born here in America. We could have been born anywhere on the planet. And the reason why we believe, well, I don't believe, but the reason why a lot of Christians believe that the Bible is correct and that this God really does exist is because they've been taught that way ever since they were little. And I use the word taught very loosely. It's more like programmed or brainwashed. So a lot of people don't even really truly question these things. But there's even a deeper issue than this. Let's just say, on the off chance that I am wrong, and all of a sudden I die, and I realize that there is a God, and there's a hell, and that I'm going to go and plummet in hell for all the sins I've done in this life. Well, I got news for you. I don't think I've done anything in this life to warrant me to burn forever in some hell. Am I an angel? No. Have I done wrong in this life? Well, that depends on your definition of right and wrong, but yeah, of course. But I don't think I've done anything that would warrant me to burn in the everlasting hell forever. And forever is a long time, too. Forever and ever and ever. How long? Let's say I die when I'm 60. And let's say I was, a real bad person, whatever your definition of good and bad is. Um, let's say I ran out and I was, nasty to people, and I robbed banks or whatever. And let's say I died with 60 years of sin under my belt. Does that warrant me to burn in hell forever and ever? It doesn't make any sense. At least over in the East, they have this thing, called reincarnation. So if you've done bad in this life, you get an opportunity to redeem yourself in another life. You have to pay for it, but you get this opportunity to redeem yourself. That makes a lot more sense. But apparently, according to Christianity, just not believing in God, just totally rejecting it. You can burn in hell forever. Burn in hell in the lake of fire. Well, if I found myself in that situation, then I would just quote Milton. It's better to reign in hell than to serve in heaven. Period. No one should be allowed to follow a God that will basically torture you till eternity if you don't follow him. It's sort of like someone holding a gun to your head and saying, you have free will. You have free will to walk away from this situation. But if you walk away, I'm going to blow your brains out. But if you say, hey, I'm going to worship you, Mr. Gunman. I'm going to do whatever you say, Mr. the Gunman, no matter what it is. Yeah, you have free will to do that. That's not free will. So, this argument that the Christians, they give you, it's just based on fear. It's based on people's fear of death, basically. No one knows what's going to happen when you die. Personally, I think the Hindus have a better grasp on things. I personally believe that, in reincarnation is a lot more plausible than burning in a everlasting hell forever. And the punishment should fit the crime. So, if someone asks me, what would I do if I die and I find myself in a situation where I have to admit that there is a heaven above and then there is a God there and there is a hell below and there is a devil and that I'm about to go to hell? My final words again will come from Milton. It is better to reign in hell than to serve in heaven. Peace.